Hey guys, it's me Alpha D-Dog here. Welcome back to another video. I haven't done a what if. This is remastered what if. So ready to get into it. What if Naruto is a tajjutsu master? First of all, he would train even harder than the original. Let's say Naruto's stats for taijutsu in the original when he got beat up by the kids, 1.4. Now he is at a 1 and 2.3. And that is just when he is around 4. So the original Naruto would be way buffed. Then he'd try focus on chakra reserves. I'm just gonna start this off by so 4-year-old Naruto trying to use chakra. He'd take a scroll in the library about chakra control. He's very bad at it, but he can walk on water for about 5 seconds at most. 5 seconds. So this Naruto can already walk on water. Sasuke still can't. So the first jutsu he will be learning at the age of 6. Yep, he first of all he beats up the kids that are trying to attack Hinata. Second, when that happens, Naruto he gets stabbed by the kunai He grabs and then he holds his cup with one hand and kicks the other kid in the face. Hinata wants to train with him, so he would try learn a version of the 64 palms, but not at the same time, so he can block the chakra. So 5 chakra points. So he'd train with Hinata all day sometimes, and then they'd part ways. Okay, in the academy, Naruto versus Sasuke. Okay, so Sasuke would dash at Naruto. This is when they're 7, I think. 7 or 6, if I'm not wrong. So let's say they're 7. Naruto is now at a 6.5 in taijutsu. Meanwhile, Sasuke is at a 4.9. So Naruto absolutely bodies Sasuke. First, he blocks some punches, kicks him kneed him in the stomach. But then Sasuke hits him over the head. Naruto blocks with his arm, but it hurts him a decent bit. And then Naruto kind of grabs his stomach. The lariat. Kind of wraps his arm around him instead of the lariat. And runs with him into the metal fence, breaking it a small bit. So Sasuke would spit out a bit of blood and declare the round over. Naruto would do the same thing and jump over the fence. So Naruto is really strong in this what if so far. Let's move on to when Mitsuki. Everything's just more taijutsu training and chakra reserves just in case. So he can put chakra kind of like wind around his fist, like one punch, bah. It's mostly for knockback, or make kind of like a spiral of wind around his arm and blast it off and breathe it in through his mouth. Through his nose and out his mouth at full force. That gives it more velocity while charging up a wind bullet. So it's actually really strong. And this Naruto would be, let's say Shadow Clone would be high tuning. Him alone with taijutsu skills would be very high gaining. Kakashi gaming. Kind of. I'm just gonna say that. So then he'd rush over. So Mitsuki was like, "Hey, child. Get squirrel. Okay. So then he just does it like usual. Naruto and Hinata are way better friends in this timeline. Just clarifying. I always miss this part, so let's continue on. So Naruto would kind of find the Rasengan in it. But no, he's not learning the Rasengan. He writes it down. He can just perform do you know Boruto's stream? Not that actually. He can perform instead of 1,000 shadow clones, 2,500. 1,800 shadow clones at once. That I'm talking about chakra reserves wise. But he only does 2,000, not 2,000, 1,400. Just to be a little nice. And bodies meet. Remember, these are all Narutos that are prodigies in taijutsu. And he kind of be wearing his original. From the movie, from the last one, he kind of looked like that. I just deleted that thumbnail. I didn't want to reuse it. So yeah, that would happen. Okay, you know the rest. It goes canon. Okay, let's move on to the bell test. Everything would happen like usual, blah, blah, blah. This time, Sasuke wanting to one-up Naruto. Oh yeah, Naruto's not on this team. Okay, so one-up Naruto would go in with a fireball jutsu. Sasuke still canon strength. So then Naruto would join in with oh yeah, he learned a weaker version of Rasengan. Like, way weaker. Way, like, it's kind of like Gale Palm. Yeah, Gale Palm. It's like, he'd dash at the fireball with a Gale Palm and push it. And the fireball would get way thicker. Kakashi was about to pair a fireball jutsu, but then he substituted away. But this time, Naruto would dash over, kick him up in the air, and punch him in the face. But that was a shadow clone. And then he pinpointed the real Kakashi, kicked him in the eye, and this kid's fast. He attacked me in the eye to my most vulnerable place. This isn't a Sharingan eye. So he actually pulls out his Sharingan because he can't see in the other eye for a good 2 minutes. And then he fights Naruto. Okay, I'm nearly going to end this after 7 minutes and 34 seconds. So I'm going to continue and I'm going to do a Zabzo what if after this, okay? So after he pulls out his Sharingan, Sasuke sees and gets enraged. Thus, he only gets a one-tomo in one of his eyes and dashes at Kakashi. But Kakashi dodges. But this time, Naruto throws him straight at Kakashi and dashes with Sasuke. Remember, original Naruto's speed at this time would be a 1.6. Now it's a 5.8. Okay, this is where I'm going to end it. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. Bye.